Good morning. And it is a good morning. I feel quite good. I've been up since 3-ish. And this guy's been up my bumhole. Crying out loud. It's a 20-mile-an-hour road, this. 20 miles an hour. Forcing me to break the law. Don't like it. Don't like this at all. Yeah, the sun was blazing, I think, most of Saturday. However, I spent most of Saturday in bed. It's actually, I think it turned out quite good that Stormtech decided to cancel a ride out on the weekend. I didn't realise how much I needed a day's rest. Yeah, knackered I was, absolutely knackered. I've been essentially on the go for about 2 weeks. So I ended up spending my fuel money, or the money I would have spent on fuel, in my mind, on sushi. I got like 40 quid's worth of sushi. And it's like, ugh, I'm gonna sleep for a year. Oh. So I'm feeling quite good today. Feeling quite good. Quite happy, even though it's all dark and rainy and miserable. Silly car drivers like going up my bumhole. I have got too many layers on though. That's the only issue. Oh, quite toasty warm. One could say a little sweaty. Fortunately, I've got the arse crack vent wide open, so I'm avoiding getting a bit swampy in the nethers. I know you wanted to know. I mean, you weren't going to ask, but you wanted to know. It was because I went to the gym. Or I say went to the gym, like it's not in my house. I worked out for an hour, so it's going to take a while for my body to sort of cool down anyway. So I do have quite a few layers on, because I was expecting it to be cold, and it probably is. I just can't feel it, because I'm all wrapped up like the Pillsbury Doughboy or the Michelin Man, depending on whereabouts you're from. And brace. Oh, speed bumps are annoying, aren't they? Fucking annoying. All I want to do is go fast, and these bloody bumps in the road make me slow down. Oh! Fucking hazard they are. Hazard. Thought they're supposed to be a safety feature. They're not safe at all. And I've left a little bit extra early today. That's how full of pep I am. Tip top of pep. Wherever the pep is. Hey, did the word pep come before the word the drink Pepsi? Because I can see that. The drink Pepsi comes out full of old sugar, and there's kids vibrating all over the place. And I go, what's wrong with you? Why are you so full of energy? Oh, I'm full of pep. Oh, for the pep. There is the origin of the phrase. I can't see it being the other way around. We all know how insightful I am when it comes to the use of the English language. That was a pissing e-bike, wasn't it? Trying to hide behind his bright light. Pissing e-bikes. Well, I don't know if I mentioned this, and I have no intention of watching the video back. I booked some time off work. In 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, I think. 2 weeks from now. Yeah, that sounds about right. So I think I'll try and pick a nice day, and I might make that my last ride of the year. Ride out. Do you know what I mean? God. Unless work wants to come to me, and they've stubbornly refused, I'm also going to likely use the time to get a lot of van-esque work done. The looming requirement of a holiday or something like that isn't hanging over me. I've essentially stopped bothering my arse. So I'll try and get as much done in the 2 weeks as possible. I may need to buy myself some cheap coveralls or something though, because God knows I am messing my clothes up very quickly. Oh, you're welcome. I'm a good boy. Most of the time. All of the time. I mean, all of the time. Oh, I watched on Saturday night, I think, or Friday night. The weekend, I watched on... Well, let's start that again. This weekend, doesn't matter what day, does it? Doesn't matter the day. But during the weekend, I watched the Top Gear. I'm not the Top Gear. The Grand Tour. Or is it even the Grand Tour anymore? I don't know. I watched Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and the other one go. I was going to say Brian May. Fucking hell. I watched those three do their last trip, and it was kind of sad, in a way, because you could see, especially when fucking hell, I need to remember his name, right? Because all in my head, I'm just going Brian May, Brian May, Brian May, James May. Fucking hell. Yeah, I really like the show, I really like it. apart from that one guy, whatever his name is, when he was talking about how he has a green bag he takes with him on the little tours. Right, let's just do some dominance because this guy is in my tits. I mean, you could see his eyes starting to tear up, and I was thinking like that is it. Like, you'll never see another show quite like it on TV, at least. And I was watching an interview with I can't even think of what his name is, but he was one of the guys on the attempt to restart Top Gear. And he was talking about the Freddie Flintoff accident and how it ended Top Gear. And all in the comments was Top Gear ended the day you sacked Jeremy Clarkson, which I believe is absolutely true. I mean, I never watched Top Gear because I gave a shit about cars at all. Like, I just watched it for the bands, you know, and the things like the Star and the reasonably priced car and stuff like that. It's very little to do with whatever fucking manufacturer's releasing what car and blah, who cares. So when they were fired, I don't know. Let's just hedge our bets. Let's just hedge some bets. Whatever that means. Yeah, when they were let go, I stopped watching. I've never watched a single episode of the new show. And that's not like a brag or anything. It was just like literally, I stopped caring about Matt LeBlanc once the Friends show ended. I used to watch TFI Friday back in the day, but I don't listen to the radio. I couldn't give a shit about cricket. Although there was, I don't know who the guy was on the thingy show, but I've never seen him before. And I don't know if there were any other presenters in the meantime, because I didn't fucking watch it. Couldn't care less. But as soon as the Grand Tour came out, boom, straight on, watched all them. And I think like they even realised at the end that no one really gave a shit about, you know, what cars are being released. They just don't want to watch the three of them cause mayhem, some global mayhem. And it really falls down to like YouTube these days, I think, for that kind of content. I mean, notably in the UK, for me, it would be the 44 Teeth budget bike battles that they do. Does it smell like batteries burnt electric? Why do I feel like one of these cars is an EV or something? Or maybe my bike's about to explode. I don't know where I am, by the way. I've got no idea. I just decided to not take my normal turn off. So who knows what's going to happen. We're in Ormskirk. How nice. How very, very nice. Yeah, so you've got 44 Teeth doing the budget bike battles. I don't really watch any of the other stuff. Occasionally some of the like race stuff, but I don't really watch bike reviews. I'm not that fussed. Unless it's like some quirky bike, like the hybrid Kawasaki Ninja that has came out. I watched the Tins on Tour semi-review where good old Sean was tripping over himself not to just outright slag the bike off. I mean, I can see it's got a niche. But you know, it's a bit of a bike that you look at and go, who is this for? Where am I? Do I want to be going right here? I want to be going right here, don't I? I think I'm gonna go right. Do I want to go right? No one else is. No one else is, but I'm gonna buck the trend. I don't want to go to. Oh, there you go, Liverpool. Yeah, smart me. Revzilla do their something. Was it the XP? I can't remember what it's called. They do like they do really interesting stuff. I think it's not always the take two shit bikes and try and do a big journey on it. Sometimes they try. I think they try to turn like a maxi scooter into a race bike. And I was, you know, it's just enjoyable to watch them hoon around. You're welcome. Bikes and beards give off that kind of vibe. Although it's more, I've just bought this stupid bike, now watch me drive it home and hope it doesn't break down, generally speaking. I mean, it was a shame when he parted ways with the bearded mechanic Craig, I don't know, stupid US people say the simple name. I am glad that his channel is doing pretty well, and it was quite a mutual thing. It wasn't the way Yaminu binned off Spike. That was just mean. I can't see a bloody thing. Yeah, but you see it in like the comments all the time. Oh, this is just like Top Gear on bikes. This is just like Top Gear, but on this. Do you know what I mean? It's got like Top Gear energy, that kind of thing, which is a really nice compliment. But I just don't think it can ever really be a formula that's completely replicated naturally. It's always going to be, compared. I also think, the way like motor vehicles are headed, like it isn't going to give off that same feel, same vibe. I mean, they were going in some like classic cars with very limited technology, but even like most like second-hand cars these days have all got like things like climate control and ABS and traction and all the rest of the gubbins. And like you were saying, like the inevitable rise of the electric motor, the personality of cars and bikes will just disappear to the point where it's simply speed and riding position, because all bikes will pull the same, all the gearboxes will feel the same, it'll all be automatic, and it'll just be whether you want to spend more or less. You want to charge. Do you want to charge up a little bit? Well, I may end up with a moist bum crack after all. Alan Carr, now doing van stuff. God, remember when you used to always be on the telly? To be fair, it might still be on the TV, you just haven't watched that kind of telly for quite some time. See that EV, like what makes that EV sufficiently superior to another electric vehicle of its class? Apart from, the badge on the engine, on the bonnet. Dominance. I mean, and the world going more electric isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, things like petroleum and oil or whatever, it is a finite resource. It won't last forever. So another form of engine and power source that needs to be found. I don't quite think we're there yet. It feels a little rushed for whatever reason that might be. Dominance. I am fucking super early. It's not our green. Probably should have left at my normal time if I was going to do like a little route like that, because I've got no idea if that was any faster or slower than the way I'd normally go. I mean, you can tell that this time of the day traffic is much lighter, which does quicken things up a fair bit. Hey, just come on. Am I going mad? I think respect should be paid really for what Top Gear did for the whole car review genre. I mean, I say Top Gear, but I mean obviously the trio, not the attempt of necromancy to reanimate the corpse of the show once they fired Jeremy Clarkson. Although genuinely, it was the right move. You can't be slapping people at work unless you're a wrestler or something. I don't know. You can't just be like hitting people. So yeah, firing him, that was the best move. But they shouldn't have. I don't really think they should have continued to the show at that point. They should have went, or at least tried to go in a completely different direction, other than just trying to redo the same formula just with different hosts. Oh god, I knew you wanted to turn into this fucking lane. So it's down to YouTube now to carry the torch. Not me, obviously.